Saludo, ladies and gentlemen. Jam. Game jam. I, I don't know what this intro is. I'm sorry. I participated in a game jam for the first time. The GMTK 2024 Game Jam, to be exact. If you don't know what a game jam is, then go look it up. What do I look like? Some kind of. It is essentially an event where a bunch of people try to make a video game from scratch around a given theme in a specified period of time. And that's pretty much it, I think. So, the theme of this game jam was built to scale, and the participants had 4 days to make a game that fits that theme. And you know what I immediately thought of? And bam! Specifically those circle thingies that makes things bigger and smaller. So I decided to make a 2D game where the player is in possession of a gun that bigifies and smallifies any object. Those are probably not real words, but I don't care. I don't know what I'm doing. On day 1, I worked on the player movement, added enemies, and a bunch of other stuff. The player could throw objects and enemies could be enlarged and shrunk. When a large object lands on an enemy, the enemy gets crushed. And I started working on a hot bar or selection bar, basically an inventory. A small inventory, so the player could pick up and store items. On day 2, I worked on the art for the scale gun. Yep, that's what I called it. Object, enemies, tiles, and background. And they're all garbage, I know, okay. But hey, they're my garbage, and I'm proud of them. Okay, and for the player, since we were allowed to use already made assets, I used the sprites of a character from a project I was working on in the past, but put on hold because I lacked the skills to continue. But since I've already drawn a bunch of animations for the character in that game, I decided to use it in this game, and it looked pretty good, I think. On day 3, I added some sound effects and some dialogue with voice lines.
I mean, we could solve world hunger. Or just, use it against our enemies and crush them like ants.
Yeah. And I tried making music for the game, but what I ended up making was a garbage, and I didn't like it at all. So I used the soundtrack that I made for that same project that I talked about earlier, and it was alright, I guess. It's also garbage, but it was listenable, okay? And for day 4, I just worked on polishing the game and fixing a lot of, and I mean a lot of bugs. And yeah, this was the final product. Okay, so the ranking, 1,038 overall. For my first game jam, that is insane. Because that's out of like 7,610. Probably more, maybe. Out of 7,610 games, mine ranked 1,038. Bro, I will take it. I will take that. That is wow. My goal for this game jam was to make a game that got ranked higher than at least 1,000 other games out of like what 7,600 and something entries, and my game ended up being in the top 15%. Top 15. My first game jam. Mom, I made it. It was kind of stressful and tough trying to make a game in 4 days, but honestly, it was also kind of fun and refreshing. Trying to make a game in such a small time window forces you to reduce the scope of the project, and I've been working on a huge project for so long now, so it was nice to take a little break from that and work on a smaller scope project that took me 4 days to finish. And that feeling, the feeling you get after completing a project, oh my god. Anyways, if you want to try the game for whatever reason, the linky will be in the description. Now, if you'd excuse me, I've got to go take a nap at night. A full 1 hour nap, okay? You see, what makes it messed up is the fact that I'm gonna take a nap at night, when usually, you sleep at night, like what am I doing? I'm supposed to be sleeping. But no, I'm taking a nap instead. Yeah, I'm not following the social norms, you could say. Yeah, that's the funny. That's the messed up thing. I'm so sorry. Thanks for watching.